Hi, what's up and welcome to this video. I am going to keep this video super short. I actually got this question from an email subscriber of mine, and she asked how to remove your finished painting from a block of paper. And so I realized maybe not everybody knows how to do it, or maybe they have their own method, but I'm going to show you how I do it. And hopefully this helps answer any questions in case you did have the same question as she did. So again, this is a block of paper, and if you don't know what a block is, basically it is watercolor paper that comes in what they call a block form, which means that instead of only being attached at the top, which is like a normal pad of paper, it actually has this glue on all four sides. So this one happens to be black. Sometimes they are white, so you can see all four sides are black. And this one, you can see there's actually instructions on this piece of paper. Let me see if I can get that in focus for you. Okay, so it says remove sheets by inserting a palette knife here. So some blocks, they don't give you the instructions, so you wouldn't know, but you can see here they've left a gap, and if you're using a block, they'll usually leave a gap or an entire edge that is unglued. And so this is where you're going to start by peeling it. So all I do is so they said a palette knife, which might be something kind of like this, but this is like not a great, I guess it works, this shape would work. So you can see, let me show you, that you can actually insert this here, right? You can just slide it in, and then you can start to slide it along the edge. Let's see, slide it along the edge like this, and it starts to separate the paper. Or if you don't have this and you happen to have one of these, this is a bone folder. This is what I usually use, and it's for book binding. So I don't know, I just randomly had it. But basically, you could also use a ruler. So if you don't have any of these things, I also have, you know, like a little ruler, something like this, that's thin, and you're able to slide. So again, you can just slide this in here and then slide it along the edge. This is kind of a thinner ruler, so it's a little bit harder, but something like a palette knife will work better. I'm just going to do one more edge so you can see kind of how it looks. So anything like this will work. Okay, so kind of like that. So I just have slid it in here, and then I'm just going to slide it along the edge like this. So the only thing is I would be careful about pressing too hard down towards the next paper, because you don't want to leave any marks on your second sheet that you've never used before. So I just try to kind of lean my palette knife out a little bit so I'm not scraping if that makes sense, I'm not scraping the surface of this new blank sheet underneath. So I'm just going to finish doing this. It's easier if you do it flat. So I'm sort of lifting up so that I am not getting marks on the paper below. Right, so like this. And so basically, once you kind of go all the way around the edge, like that, it basically loosens up this sheet, and you'll end up having this glue still. You'll be able to see still the glue, so it's not like you did something wrong. This is just how it is. And then you'll see basically revealed the new sheet underneath, and then you're ready to paint the next painting that you want to paint. So again, you can use any of these kinds of tools. This is a palette knife, this is a bone folder, or you can even use a flat ruler. So hopefully that helped you, and that it answered your question for how to remove your finished painting from a block of paper. So the last thing I forgot to mention is that your painting should be completely dry. You don't want to try and remove this while your painting is still wet. Hopefully that helps and that you enjoyed this video. Please give me a comment below if this was helpful, and if there are any other tips that you are wondering and you'd like me to film for the next video. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.